The NFL schedule came out, and the top 5 toughest schedules are the Steelers, the Ravens, Chicago, Green Bay, and Minnesota. The easiest schedules are Philadelphia, Dallas, Atlanta, Tampa Bay, Miami. So you both are pumped for that.
Yes, sir.
You see it.
But I want to ask you guys this. When you were looking at the NFL schedule, which game stood out to you the most that you can't wait to watch? You know, for me, I'll start first. I'm a Jets fan, so I'm going to start with the Jets. There are 2. Week 1, Jets versus Panthers, because I want to see Zach Wilson versus Sam Darnold. You know, at first I love Sam Darnold, but, you know, it is what it is. He just wasn't good. So I don't think he's going to be good in Carolina. But if he's, you know, all of a sudden turns it around, I'm going to be pissed off. But if Zach Wilson puts on the show, I'm going to be like, okay, the pick was justified. And another one is the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Jets, Week 16, Zach Wilson versus Trevor Lawrence, first overall pick versus second overall pick. But what games are you guys looking forward to?
Well, I started off, you know, I'm a big Justin Fields homer, so I had to go to their schedule first. And the first game that, you know, popped up to me was Niners and the Bears. You know, the team, let's be honest, all Niners fans wanted Fields. That's the guy we want Fields, we want Fields, we want Fields. Lance, it was kind of, okay, we're okay. You know, we got him. Like, it's cool. So I think, you know, this game, I don't know if Lance is going to play. I hope he does get suited up and play in there, but I think that game is the first game that pops up into my mind. I was watching that game, and I think that's the one when I'm like, okay, Justin Fields, I think, is going to be out there for that game. Trey Lance is possibly going to be out there for that game. That's going to be a big game, you know, Niners versus the Bears. And then, of course, Patrick Mahomes versus Aaron Rodgers. You know, I think that's one of the games where we got to look at and we got to see. That's one of the biggest games of the year. 2 of the best quarterbacks, in my opinion, in the league is going to be in that game. Then, of course, I'm a Wentz homer. So, you know, that's another one. Rams versus the Colts. I think, you know, the Rams, Jared Goff, I think we can all agree has been holding them back. That defense was elite last year. Goff didn't play to expectations. We can all agree Matthew Stafford is still one of the 10, 15 best quarterbacks in the league. So getting him in there is going to be great. You know, they're going to be upgraded. And then the Colts, you know, Phillip Rivers, he played well last year. They just couldn't get over the hump. They're a young team. They have a lot of talent. Wentz trying to, you know, bring back his career, back with his coach Frank. So I think that's going to be an incredible game. 2 top-notch defenses versus one of the best quarterbacks in the league. So I think that's going to be 2 of my best games.
So I'm going to have to let me go straight back to the dudes who just won the Super Bowl. And obviously, you know, there's a lot of hype surrounding them, but there's also a lot of hype surrounding my team, the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, God.
What hype? What hype?
With everything that they bring out. I mean, you know what? It's going to be people saying that they're going to win the Super Bowl every single year.
Every year.
I hate it. I'm not a fan of it. And honestly, you know, it's kind of funny when Stephen A. and some of those dudes, you know, get crazy about Dallas losing. But they start the season off with the opener. I believe it's the first game of the season against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I actually think they're going to get absolutely destroyed by Tampa Bay.
At least there's some honesty there.
Nah, I mean, I got to keep it a buck, right? I think they're going to get messed up by Tampa Bay. I think Tom Brady, what is he, 44 years old now, something like that, still is, you know, has everything clicking on all cylinders with that offense. And they pretty much brought back every single guy that helped them win the Super Bowl on defense. So you look at Dallas's offense, I mean, they got a lot of key pieces. They obviously signed Dak Prescott to largest guaranteed signing bonus in NFL history, like $67 million he's going to make in the first year. So he's going to be eager to show out. I do think it's going to be a good game just from a star-studded perspective. You have guys like Dak, Zeke, Mari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb on Dallas' side, and then, of course, Tampa Bay. I mean, Tom Brady's that guy. Rob Gronkowski, they brought back pretty much everybody else. Obviously, Bruce Arians is still the coach over there, so I think that's going to be a great one. And then I'm going to have to go with another one, which is Week 4 again, with Tampa Bay, because I got to show the Super Bowl champion some love. Tom Brady goes back to Foxborough. I believe it's Week 4 against Bill Belichick. That one is circled for me because there's been all kinds of talk back and forth. Who was the reason why the other was great? Was it Tom Brady just basically carrying Bill Belichick on his shoulders, or is it the work ethic, the film room genius, the, you know, just absolutely Hall of Fame worthy, which I believe he is, on his own, Bill Belichick coach that got Tom Brady those 6 rings. And to me, I mean, I think the Bucs are going to pretty much beat up on the Patriots too. Patriots made a lot of splashes in the offseason, and, you know, I think they're definitely going to be a pretty decent team this year. I think the Bills still are going to win that division. But that's drama, that's popcorn. Tom Brady versus Bill Belichick. Who would have ever thought we'd see that? I can't wait to see that.
Do y'all think Mac Jones would be in by that time?
Yes.
You think so?
You think so?
I think so.
What
You
about
think so?
what about you, Mr. Guru?
Look, I love Mac Jones, but I don't think Cam struggles.
Okay.
I think with those new added weapons, I think he's going to play well.
Okay.
Because of his play style, there is always a risk of injury there. But, if he gets injured, of course, I think Mac Jones will step in. But their system is very complicated. So I don't think they want to rush out Mac Jones. And I think out of all the quarterbacks drafted, he's under the least amount of pressure. Like, nobody's really expecting him to play. He went 15th, the last quarterback out of the top 5 drafted. I don't think he'll be in there by that time. That's what? I believe that's a week.
That's week 4, I believe.
Week 4,
Yes, that's week 4. So if it was like week 11, I would say, yeah, Mac Jones would be playing, definitely. But who knows if Mac Jones beats out Cam in camp, which is definitely possible.
It's possible. It's possible.
It can happen. But, that's a game that's circled for me too as well. Tom Brady, actually, the only team he hasn't been yet is the Patriots. And he tweeted about it or put on Instagram that this is like his college, friends going to visit his high school friends. So
that's old man.
Yeah,
Wow, he's dumb old.
Like
Definitely.
what? He could be my dad.
So yeah, another game. Not that I have circled, but these are the Thanksgiving games for the NFL. The Bears versus Lions. The Raiders,
your boy.
the Raiders versus Cowboys,
Of course.
and the Bills versus Saints. I don't know what it is about Thanksgiving games, but they're never
the Colts are playing
great
on
games.
Thanksgiving.
No, they're not. Are they?
Who just told me that?
I don't think they are.
I'm gonna run that.
Are you looking at the schedule right now?
Yes, I wrote it down. Yeah, I wrote it down.
Somebody just told me that. I'm sorry, bro. I ain't even,
But let's see if you look for it. Fact check what I
when's
said.
Thanksgiving?
It's Thanksgiving. Yes.
No, when is Thanksgiving? The
Sometime in November,
25th?
man.
Yeah, sometime
the 28th.
Oh, they do. They play the Bucks November 28th.
Oh
You
yeah.
certain?
I'm
gonna
looking
check,
at it
I'm gonna
right.
check.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got the Bucks right. I don't know if Thanksgiving's on the 28th though. I could be wrong about that part, but they do play the Bucks.
It's a Thursday night.
1 p.m.
If it's Thursday,
okay,
if it's
yeah.
Thursday,
Gotta be.
25th this year.
25th.
Yeah.
So that would be
Thanksgiving
Sunday.
is the 25th.
Yeah, this year.
Oh, I thought it
Oh,
was
okay.
Sunday.
So then
Yeah,
they play
that's
after.
not-
So that's Monday night.
Yes. No, Thanksgiving is what I said. Bears at Lions,
Okay.
Raiders at
It's
Cowboys,
only 3
and
games.
Bills
I thought
at
it was
Saints.
more than 3.
No, it's just 3.
Those
The
games
thing
suck.
about it, I don't know why, but I feel like Thanksgiving games are always bad.
It's been bad recently.
I know
it's been pretty bad.
they always take the Cowboys on them.
Of course.
Because they're America's alleged quote unquote team.
The Lions too, though. They always slate the Lions there too.
They're gonna lose.
That's the worst
They
thing in the
should-
world.
yeah, they
to
should
do.
move that.
You did
Like,
mention that.
Scrap
I
the
mean,
Lions from the annual
I feel
Thanksgiving.
like just pick
Nah,
the best
it's
It's
teams.
cool. Justin Fields first year. Thanksgiving game. Boom, boom, boom.
And then on Christmas,
Boom,
it's
boom, boom.
the Browns versus Packers, which
Okay,
I think
there's one.
is a good game,
That's good. That's good.
and the Colts versus Cardinals. So
That's
that's
what it
another
was.
good
Excited.
game.
He's excited for that one. Hey.
So that's another good game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Colts win. You said the Colts were gonna win 9 games. You pissed me off earlier.
They are going to win 9
They're gonna win
games.
12, and I'm
How
willing
many?
to bet you that.
9?
9. Yeah, 9.
I'm willing to bet you they'll win 12 games.
Where did they finish it in that division?
1.
One. They're going to win it. I don't think Tennessee's going to be that good next year.
Nah,
You know,
quarterback play has to go up, and their defense is not that good.
This is what
at
I-
all.
If they don't win 10 games, I will buy a Jets jersey.
I made my predictions.
Stamp it.
I made my predictions for what each team's record is going to be, and I wanted to do it in a really efficient way.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was literally go from week 1 to week 18 and pick out the
Okay.
winners
Oh,
and
wow.
then write it
Okay.
down.
Okay.
Instead of just going for the team and going like, okay, win. Like I wanted to be efficient, be like, okay, let me be realistic.
Yeah.
And with that, I had the Colts winning 9 games.
I got them
You know,
winning
because
12.
they faced a lot of tough teams. Like, let me just look at who they faced real quick.
Now, they got Niners. I got it in my face.
Okay,
Niners,
Seahawks, Rams,
Bucks, Bills.
Dolphins, Ravens,
It's gonna be a dogfight.
Okay.
Patriots, Cardinals.
49ers,
Okay.
Buccaneers, Bills, Patriots, Cardinals. They got a lot of tough games.
I think they can win those games though.
Yes, because you're banking on Carson Wentz being who he was before last year.
I think even if he's just good, they can still win those games.
He has to
Is
be better
Carson
than Phillip
Wentz
Rivers.
actually good, or was that MVP-ish season before he got hurt just a complete fluke of a whale of a season?
Are you like asking me that with a dead serious face?
Yes.
Oh gosh, here we go.
I mean, I'm smiling, but the message behind it is
I
serious.
feel like he was good. I feel like last year he was good. Not the year, like not the one that just happened.
Yeah.
The year before that when he threw 4K 27-7. I think he was good that year. I think he was good his MVP year. I think like he's like his ability at his peak. You know, he can do a lot with a good amount of him. He doesn't need like a number one, as he's shown in the past, to really put up numbers and get them to the playoffs. He just needs a good amount of support, and I think that's what the Colts have around him. I mean, if he fails now, it's over. Like
it's clips.
Yeah, it's wraps. I feel like they put everything they needed to put around him for him to succeed.
I mean, I've always been on the boat that Carson Wentz was overrated. I've always thought Dak was better than Carson Wentz. It's not even like a question for me. So this is the question. Is Carson Wentz going to be better than Phillip Rivers was for them last year? You know, I think Phillip Rivers, even though he's not what Wentz is athletically, I think his moxie and leadership in the locker room is real. And that Carson Wentz just doesn't have that. Like that, just being honest, he just doesn't have that leadership. Back to his days in Philly, having the locker room split all the time.
Always.
Like, he's a hell of a player, but he just doesn't have that leadership. So I think 9 games is reasonable.
I don't think he needs to be that right now, though. I think with the coach being there, Frank being there, I don't think the guys are asking him to be that. You know, I think they have leaders out there that he doesn't need to be. He just has to go out there and play. And if he can go out there and play, I think they'll be where they need to be. Now, you say 9-8. I think their team is good enough to win at least 11 games.
The reason why I say that is because, one, Eric Fisher might not play in the beginning of the year.
That's true.
Not going to have a tackle.
That's true.
And 2, I just don't think their receiving core is that great. Like, T.Y. Hilton is older.
But you're saying that. Okay, but wait.
And Michael Pittman, you know, he's good. But let's somebody I'm going to game plan for?
But
no.
When has Wentz ever had a good receiving core?
He's always had an elite receiving threat.
He's had Alshon.
Last year, Zach Ertz, you talk about.
Well, I'm not talking about last year. We're just talking about, you said when has he had.
I'm talking about as of lately. The year he threw 27 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, he was throwing to backups and people who just got off the practice squad. Zach Ertz, that's one guy.
Arcega Whiteside and Greg Ward. and
Arcega Whiteside is terrible. Don't tell me nothing about him. So I'm saying, like, he doesn't, like, as long as T.Y. is healthy and he's good, Michael Pittman, you know, year 2, you know, we got to wait and see on him, you know.
Harris Campbell's also come back from
injury. Yeah, they got a good running back. Good. They got a good running back squad, too.
Yeah, they do.
So,
but I'm just saying, you know, I just think that
it's a lot of ifs with him.
We talk about him leading the Eagles to the playoffs, but these are like 7-win seasons. It's not like he was winning 11 games.
It was 9.
Our injuries are concerned,
wait, your boy Dak didn't win 9. Just wanted to point that out.
So
you can throw. You can say all that.
Your boy Dak.
I mean, I guarantee
they played at the end of the year and he lost. So don't do that.
I mean, I guarantee you ask 90% of football fans out there and give them this Colts squad and say, who do you want to be the quarterback, Dak or Carson Wentz? They're picking Dak Prescott.
They're going to pick Dak Prescott.
That's cool because you could say that all you want, but it doesn't matter.
That's any squad.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's about what the coach wanted, and the coaches wanted Carson Wentz there. The GM wanted
Frank wanted
Chris Ballard wanted Carson Wentz there. So it doesn't matter what 90% of the fans think. It's about what the guys who run the Colts organization think.
I mean, Dak was not available.
Well, Dak was available the year before you didn't make the playoffs. So it's like you're saying all this and it really ain't.
Carson Wentz didn't make the playoffs either, though.
No, he did. We won a division that year.
Oh, okay, that year you got it. You got it. You did the last game of the
season. We beat y'all.
Boston Scott was spinning all over our team.
Yeah, Dak was throwing bad balls. He just wasn't looking good.
Yeah, he was injured.
It happens.
Huh?
He was injured.
Oh, we're doing that.
He was playing.
So we're playing the injury card.
No, I'm just saying that's a fact.
You said it, bro. I didn't say that. I didn't say a word.
That's not playing injury. That's just a fact.
I mean,
he said I didn't say a word.
We'll see this year.
I said he was injured.
We'll see this year. You know, Dak. You know,
I don't have Dallas making the playoffs, by the way.
Oh my God! Another year.
No, I don't.
Wait, so that's 3 straight years that Dak won't make the playoffs. Oh, okay, yeah.
So
last year
WFT?
Last year he got hurt.
WFT over Dallas?
100%.
Or New York Giants.
Not Fitzmagic, man.
Yeah.
We'll save that.
So wait.
Yeah, we have that.
Not Fitzmagic, man.
Let me ask you a question, both of you two.
So,
is Dallas good enough to win the division?
Yes.
They are. When healthy. If Dak is healthy the whole year, they're good enough to win the division, right?
No question.
They're good enough.
I agree. We are not in the running. The Eagles, we're not in. We're going to win 4 games. Maybe.
Throw the Giants out of that, too.
3. I think the Giants, Washington, they have a good enough team. You guys. So you guys are fighting for it. If Dak doesn't make the playoffs this year, they're healthy. They're fine. You know, they're doing what they're doing. Number 1 offense in the league. Yeah, cool. All that's great. If they don't make the playoffs this year, what's the next step?
I mean, you don't blow it up. You can't blow it up. You just gave him $40 million a year.
Making the defense better. That's the next step.
Definitely.
Their defense is going to be probably bad again this year.
Probably.
It's
got a bunch of rookies. A bunch of rookies aren't doing it, and Keanu Neal and Jalen Hurts aren't doing it either. So definitely.
Got it.
Also, Jalen Smith can't run, and Leighton Vander Esch's neck is.
I mean, you paid him.
Jerry Jones paid him, man.
He said you paid him. He talked like he paid the team.
Jerry Jones paid him,
He
man.
didn't tell you to pay Jalen Smith.
I was sleeping on Jalen Smith the moment he came out of Notre Dame, man. I saw the injury. All respect to my boy Jalen Smith, man. He showed me a little bit of love on one of the things I wrote, so I was like, okay, that's
feel
cool,
like
man. But
with Dallas, every time you had paid them, they just got bad.
except for DeMarcus Lawrence, I'll take that one.
Okay.
And
But I think when Zeke got paid,
no
flop.
question.
I mean, that's just running back.
Why would you
shit.
pay a running back though?
Yeah.
That's my thing. Like
Jalen Smith got paid, it got bad
shelf life
immediately
is about
after.
as long as a carton of eggs, bro. Like running backs are not gonna
you
last.
paid
And I always
Amari's
loved Tony
good.
Pollard.
Amari's
Tony,
great.
Yeah.
Tony Pollard was always
Up
a
next.
great back.
Up next. I
He's just-
swear he's up next.
You paid Amari Cooper, he's good. You know, Amari,
He's been
he
good.
drops the ball, but he's good. You know.
I mean, he's the type of dude that's not the spark and just looks like he doesn't care half the time he's on the field, but he's still gonna go get you 1,000 yards every single year. I was saying for years you had to pay Dak. They paid him, so now if he doesn't make the playoffs, you make the defense better. But
How long
has
is this
to
going
be
to take?
a huge disappointment.
1 year, I think.
He said how
You think
much
1 year?
time?
Yes,
1 year.
because they don't
Me
need
too.
too much. They don't need too much more to really upgrade the defense. They need corners. That's one
It's
thing.
big feet though.
I think
Secondary for sure.
Secondary.
Safety.
That's
yes.
That's four
But
positions.
if Micah Parsons pans out
I
and
love him.
Keanu Neal stays healthy, and they also sign DeMonte
Wait, who's the
Kazi,
second guy you said? Keanu
Neal
Keanu
Oh,
Neal,
okay.
from Atlanta.
and
yeah.
DeMonte Kazi. They signed both Atlanta safeties.
Yeah.
You know, they can solidify that safety position. But I think Keanu Neal's going to be like a linebacker though for them, like a weak side linebacker. So, you know, I think the defensive line is fine. Maybe they can add another edge
They
rusher
just
onto
lost.
there.
Alden didn't go back, right?
Yeah, Alden didn't go back. I think he got in trouble with the law again. I'm not sure.
All right. Well, there's
Yeah.
that.
But I just think they just need a solidified corner for me to feel comfortable with that
Yeah.
defense.
Easily.
I mean,
that
they still have
secondary.
on offense. I think they're fit. You know, Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb's up next, Amari Cooper,
Yeah.
Tony Pollard,
Still got
Zeke.
Zeke. You got to get the line right. You gotta
Yeah,
get the
I
line
think,
right
but I
there.
think offensively with the receivers, and I think they're fine. They just got a lot of work to do, man. Y'all, the Giants and the Washington football team, y'all gonna fight.
So
I'm
the
not worried
NFL
about the Giants,
schedule-
man.